family in case they were not able to, they are not able to register or got notified, please feel free to share it with them, and they should be able to watch. They won't be, they won't get the privilege of attending this event as we are, but they can always watch the show, watch the event on YouTube or Facebook Live. Jignesh Bhai, you want to add something?
Yeah, I was just going to say we are also having a translation available. So those who like to listen in Hindi, you can select the translation interpretation and select the Hindi language, and you'll be able to get the translation. Our translator is Sister Shruti. And welcome again. As you said, it's a collaboration event, and I'm so glad to be part of it, and welcome everyone to join today.
Yeah. Okay. And Ravi Bhai, if you can share the live stream link in the chat window so that people can share it with others, that will be a big help. So live stream link on Facebook as well as on YouTube. Now I understand why I was not able to hear Sister Shruti, because she is interpreting, right? If I choose Hindi, then I will listen to the own Hindi interpretation of my voice, which will be exciting. But and Ravi Bhai, you can continue to play the slideshow, and we can speak in between. It's not that we need to stop it in order for me or Jignesh Bhai to say anything. Just keep the volume to a minimal. So why not we check with some of our partners on how they're feeling.
Nature holds great secrets within. As we travel the globe, we discover evidence of nature's awe, beauty, and presence. From a humble seed, a mighty sequoia will stand taller than a 35-storied building, exemplifying nature's grandeur and magnificence. Such greatness is born out of a seed which weighs less than a gram. As we journey through life, we learn many things. We are taught how to become engineers, accountants, and doctors. We even study the intricate details of how the heart circulates blood. But not much importance is given to teach us how to tap into our inner resources and handle the emotions of our heart. And there comes a moment in every individual's life when we realize that academic brilliance and accolades are not enough to manage life. And then we ask ourselves the right question. Who am I? What is my purpose on this earth? How can I cope with challenges? How can I change my life and my world? It was to answer these very questions and to complete the puzzle of life that the Brahma Kumaris World Spiritual Organization was founded. Like the sequoia tree, whose far-reaching presence stems from a tiny seed, the story of the Brahma Kumaris and its growth begins with a spiritual seed planted into the heart of one man, Dada Lekraj. He soon became known as Brahma Baba. And for him, that seed was experienced as a gift from the divine. a seed that he made a conscious effort to nourish and sustain. This led to the birth of an organization, the story of the Brahma Kumaris, planting a seed of change.
Brahma Kumaris in United States started service 40 plus years, and it was like a seed. But today it has grown all over United States. There are many, many centers, and we find that people are benefiting a lot.
The Brahma Kumaris is a worldwide spiritual movement and the largest spiritual organization led by women. It is dedicated to personal transformation and committed to uplifting human consciousness globally. With spiritual teachings, meditation, and community service. The Brahma Kumaris was established in 1937 in pre-partitioned India. Today, more than 80 years later, it has grown with a presence in 110 countries, over 4,500 centers, and more than 1 million regular students.
The seed for service was planted in United States of America over 40 years ago. Myself and Sister Denise were in Canada, and during that time, the Brahma Kumaris were thinking about something that we called as a world service. So we wanted to bring this message of peace and spiritual knowledge to American people. We drove to San Francisco, California, around the same time as our regional director, Sister Mohini, arrived to New York from the Caribbean islands. 4 decades ago, what began as a humble initiation has now been able to bring peace and joy to thousands of individuals and families across America through our meditation and retreat centers.
Soon after, meditation and retreat centers started to sprout up throughout the United States.
The spiritual organization invites people from all walks of life to come and learn the art of Raj Yoga meditation free of cost. Everyone, regardless of religion, race, social or economic status, is welcome to study the spiritual knowledge and meditation.
Meditation is a very, very simple practice to connect the mind with the true self and to experience inner peace and inner harmony. And that helps to increase the power to discern and to make right choices.
Meditation is at the heart of the Brahma Kumaris teaching, which enables people to relax, reflect, contemplate, and realize their true inner power. It is an effective tool to overcome everyday stress, anxiety, depression, and fear. At the heart of the Brahma Kumaris' work is the desire to help people rediscover their innate potential. But over the years in the United States and around the world, the activities of the Brahma Kumaris spread even more, with new and strong branches in the form of international projects. The aim of these initiatives has been simple: to bring a shift in human consciousness for a better world.
There's a purpose to the Brahma Kumaris being at the United Nations. And the purpose is to reaffirm faith in the dignity and worth of the human being. So the way we do this is that we bring to the table, we integrate into the programs of the United Nations a spiritual trajectory of awareness, attitude, vision, action as a subtle dynamic to transformation.
Brahma Kumaris International Projects, Million Minutes of Peace, Global Cooperation for a Better World, Parliament of World Religions, Living Values Education, Images and Voices of Hope, Celebrating Human Greatness, Brahma Kumaris and the Youth, Spotlight Values, Om Cafe, 7 billion acts of goodness, Peace in the Park festivals,
Wherever the Brahma Kumaris centers exist, it plays a significant role in the community. Whether it's for natural disasters such as wildfires, which we had recently, hurricanes, floods, earthquakes, we are there to help. People need coping skills in dealing with these disasters, and we're available to help them with that. Wherever we can, we, the Brahma Kumaris, are there to serve.
Now that the tree has grown, it can provide not only an inspiration for our inner strength, but also a canopy to protect our inner peace and personal fulfillment.
Three more minutes and we will be starting. If we can reduce the volume a little bit. Thank you. So those who just joined, just to let you know that this event is organized in collaboration with PK Sacramento and Indian Association of Sacramento. And in case you want to listen to this in Hindi, there is a Hindi translation also available.
Almost all of us now lead increasingly busy and demanding lives. For many of us, the challenges we face on a daily basis can trigger stress and quickly drain our energy. Yet, it takes only a minute to focus your mind. It takes only a minute to find peace of mind. It takes only a minute to listen and hear the call of your own heart. Welcome to Just a Minute, a series of meditation and visualization exercises which can help you to restore peace of mind, increase your power of concentration, and recharge your mental and spiritual batteries. Daily practice of Just a Minute can help bring more positivity into every aspect of your life. The Just a Minute program offers a variety of 1-minute guided reflections, meditations, and visualizations, which can be practiced almost anywhere, anytime.
Okay, this reminds me that we have just a minute to start the event.
I'm looking forward to welcome everyone.
Okay, so the countdown finished. And I would request Ravi Bhai to just please display the slide with some house rules or just some reminders. Can we have the slide with the event notes?
Would you like to read it off, brother?
Yeah, I will probably. Looks like Ravi Bhai doesn't have access to that. So give me a minute. Hope you can see this.
Yes.
Okay. So again, welcome. Just very quick notes about this event. So as I have said earlier, this event is being recorded and also being live webcast on YouTube and Facebook. So if you have a link, you can share with your friends and family and they can watch it live. And at the same Facebook link, that recording will be available after the event. Good news that translation of this program to Hindi is also available. You can listen to the Hindi version of it by selecting the option from the Zoom. Everyone will be muted except for speakers/moderators. And I am one of the moderators, and my friend Jignesh Pai is the other moderator. Ask your questions using the chat button. At end of session, we'll pick 2-3 questions, and that will be answered by Sister Shivani. Again, if time permits, we plan to answer 2 to 3 questions based on time available. Other questions, they won't be ignored. They will be replied after the event through an email. So if you have registered and your ID will be associated with that email, and we would reply to that through the email. If there is any feedback or comments, suggestions, please send your suggestions to shivanievent3@gmail.com. And let's get started.
All right. Thank you, Shiveshji. First of all, I want to congratulate you, Shiveshji, Vannaji, along with all Indian Association of Sacramento members, and also Sister Hansa and BK organization for coming together and collaborating to bring such a beautiful event to larger Northern California community. Magic really happens when like-minded organizations have positive intent to serve the communities. So, ladies and gentlemen, today is going to be one of these magical events, I can tell you right now. The committee has put together wonderful, beautiful program for lineup for us. So first in that lineup is the dance. How can we not have a program without a welcome dance? So the dance will be presented by the Light of Dance Academy, who teaches Kathak in Northern California and run by Sister Shalini Mandra. She's also a Raj Yoga practitioner. And the program or the dance that young Kumaris are going to do is called Pushpa Abhinandan. What it means is Pushpa means flowers and Abhinandan means welcome. So the dance will welcome everyone with the flowers. So here is to Light of Dance Academy's youngest students welcoming all of you to have an insightful time with Sister Shivani.
Nice. And please don't feel yourself limited because it's a Zoom. You can always clap using an icon which is raise hand. You can show with your clap, or you can do something like there is a way to applause, right?
That's correct.
So okay, so that's so nice. I'm hearing a round of applause from somewhere coming. So great. Sister Shalini's group did a great performance. I just wanted to check if we have Shivani, the Elk Grove City Council member, online. Shivani, if you are online, please raise your hand. Okay, so yeah, she was supposed to join. Looks like she could not. So we will move to the next one.
Yeah, so seriously, I was thinking about this topic of today's talk. When I heard the topic, Art of Inner Stability, I could not believe how accurate the timing of this event is. You know, we live in this volatile and uncertain world with COVID, wars, natural calamities, mental health issues, and the list just goes on, right? And knowing that many of these things are not in my control. And also I know only control I have is on my own thoughts and my actions, right? So, but however, still the outside instability does shake our inner stability sometimes. And I think it takes some special skills to maintain the inner stability in the midst of chaos. So I was thinking, is inner stability an art or science or both? And I'm really looking forward to learning more about this aspect today. And it's just a wonderful topic and a chosen right time. So I just want to put a little context to a topic and how personally I'm touched with the topic today that we all have decided.
Yep. I'm so excited to hear from Sister Shivani. And again, you know, this whole flow of energy over Zoom, I'm imagining, I'm feeling so happy about it. So we have, we have Sister Shivani here. Welcome.
Shanti.
Shanti. Okay, so Jignesh Bhai, you have Sister Mohini who's going to speak something.
So we're gonna skip that today. Sister Hansa will be the next one. Thank you.
Okay, so let me invite my great friend, and she doesn't know, but she is kind of my guide also now. Sister Hansa, to welcome everyone, welcome Sister Shivani, and give an introduction to Sister Shivani, and then we will start. So Sister Hansa, please. Sister Hansa, you are on mute.
Om Shanti, and welcome to this wonderful magical evening of California and very special joyful morning of India, pleasant morning of India, Suhavna Savera. So as we know, the intention and the vision for this event, it happened really in a very short time, because I was just talking to Vandana Ben, and whatever reason her heart touched by this idea to invite Sister Shivani, and we just started it and it worked out. He said God's plan. So we all know this world is going through wonderful transition. It's a very significant time in the humankind of the history of humanity right now. And solution of everything, the small little key or a touch key as a present technology, is inner stability. And who can be better guide to us than Sister Shivani. So we all have invited Sister Shivani. She is recipient of India's Presidential Award and so many other awards. And as I understand, it is better for me not to take much time because she is very well-known international motivational speaker, and we all are looking forward to hearing her personally. So can we all wave our hand? Welcome our beloved, sweet, loving sister Shivani. Golden hand and one hand, right, exactly. Very, very good, very, very good. I have a little flower for you, Sister Shivani. And this is a special flower of California. It is the family of known as a cactus, but it's really beautiful flower as we understand in our spiritual journey that God is making us thorn to flowers. And this is a very good symbol of it. So welcome, welcome, Sister Shivani, our sweet, beloved sister from India, who is influencing entire world. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Let's take a minute of silence. We just heard about everything that's happening in the outer world. And it's something that we are aware of. We keep getting regular updates about everything that's happening on the planet. And sometimes even that, what is happening on other planets. Full information, knowledge about the outer world. A world which to a large extent is not in my control. And yet I know everything about it. I know everything about it, but I cannot do much about it. And yet I want to keep myself updated about it. Let's take a minute to check what's going on in the inner world. Information about this, we're not going to get online. Information about this, we can't ask others. All that we need to do is take a minute of silence and just disconnect yourself from everything outside and just look at your mind. It's the simplest thing to do. Just look at your mind and ask yourself a question which we ask others throughout the day. Ask yourself, how am I feeling? How's the day been? How have the last 2 years been? Not in terms of what was happening outside, but what was happening in my inner world. My world of intentions, thoughts, feelings, memories. How beautiful is life inside. A world of which I am the creator. And a world where I have the choice to change whatever I feel like changing. It's a world which is completely in my control. It's a world of which I am the master. I am the creator. I have the control. I have the power. So distinctly see these two worlds, the outer world and the inner world. And now very gently narrow down your outer world, which means outer world doesn't mean what's happening in the city, the country, other countries, other planets. That's the bigger level of the outer world. But now narrow down your outer world to the situations happening in your life. That's also an outer world. People around you, their behaviors, that's also my outer world. What's happening at work is also my outer world. So now narrow down your outer world and see how's it all going on there. And the last step, narrow down your outer world to come to checking how's my body been, because even the body is my outer world. It's my outer world. And who is the I for which the body, situations, people, work, home, everything is the outer world. That I is the energy here. The energy which we call by different words. We call it consciousness, we call it light, we call it power, we call it spirit, we call it soul, but that's just a word. The word is not important. It's only a vocabulary. What's important is the understanding that this is who I am and everything else is my outer world. And this outer world is extremely important for me. But I need to be aware that from where is this outer world getting created? Because often when some scene, some situation, some health issue in the body, some conflict in the relationship, when anything happens, the first thought that gets created in my inner world is, why did this happen to me? Why has this happened to me? And second question is, what do I have to do now? And the minute I ask myself, what do I have to do now? I start taking charge of the outer world. I start trying to resolve the conflict. I start trying to heal the disease. I try to sort out things at work. I want the outer world to be perfect. But sometimes, in spite of all my efforts, things are not going on exactly how I want them to be. So it's very important that when something is not happening right in my outer world could be my outer world or the outer world. If something is not happening right in the outer world, I need to know, where do I need to check? Where do I need to check? And where do I have the power to be able to create a shift, a transformation, and create that desired result that I want in the outer world? The desired result could be health of body, harmony in relationships, great performance at work, a beautiful city, and a very peaceful, happy, tolerant, united planet. That's our desire for the outer world. Conferences, programs, seminars, all talking about mental health, physical health, parenting, relationships, environment, climate change. So much of awareness, so much of discussion about it. Things only seem to be getting tougher. So there's definitely something that we are missing. That missing link is very important. And that missing link is, what is the connection between this inner world and the outer world? We have been living a life taught by parents, by society, conditioning around us. And that conditioning taught us that this inner world, which is my feelings, my memories, my thoughts, is dependent on the outer world. Pause and check. Is this my conditioning? That my thoughts and feelings are dependent on the outer world? And all that you have to do is check your inner conversation for that. My mind says, I'm upset because of, and there's something in the outer world. I'm happy because of, and there's something that's happened in the outer world. I'm hurt because of, and there's something that happened in a relationship in the outer world. I'm disturbed because of, there's something happening on the planet. This vocabulary, I'm happy because of, I'm peaceful because of, I'm hurt because of, I'm disturbed because of, this vocabulary is reaffirming my belief system, which says whatever is happening here is because of something happening here. Even when it comes to the health of our body, that I'm not happy because my body is in pain. There also we say that my mind, I'm not happy because my body is in pain. I'm not feeling good because I'm not healthy. Again, I said, I am dependent on the health of the body. Now, this equation that whatever is getting created here is dependent on the outer world says that the outer world needs to be perfect for me to be happy and healthy inside. So we're working very hard to perfect the outer world, yet it's not happening my way. And so now the inner world has started getting affected. So now the inner world started creating stress, anxiety, worry, fear, depression symptoms, panic attacks. So emotional health issues, and now even mental health issues. So first, the chaos was in the outer world. Now there's a lot that started happening in the inner world. Even when all this started happening in the inner world, we did not pause to check and change. We said the world is in a mess, so obviously I'm not happy. My life crisis is going on. Obviously I will have fear and anxiety. COVID was a very typical example. 2 years of a pandemic. Yes, it was a serious issue. Yes, there was a lot that was happening outside. Many of us went through a crisis personally. Some of us lost a friend or a family member. Nothing pleasant was happening outside in the last couple of years. But the one conditioning that we created right from the beginning of the pandemic was, oh, pandemic, fear and anxiety is normal. There again, we said, my inner world, emotions are dependent on the pandemic. And we said fear and anxiety is normal. Not 2, 5, 10, 100,000 people said fear and anxiety is normal, but millions of people on the planet said fear and anxiety is normal. Fear and anxiety for a few days, for a month or two, we could have handled. But fear and anxiety for almost 2 years did not remain at just fear and anxiety. It shifted to anxiety disorders. It shifted to panic attacks. And so these 2 years were an issue of physical health. But if you take up the statistics of almost every country which went through the pandemic, these 2 years have also been a statistics of mental health issues. COVID was a physical health issue. There was absolutely no reason for our mental health issues to go like this. But why did mental health issues go on the rise? Why did emotional health issues go on the rise? Because I said my inner world is dependent on my outer world. So when things are not right in the outer world, how can I be fine here inside? And so I myself have created the conditioning saying that I can be calm and stable only when everything is perfect in the outer world. That's not happening, not as of now. But today, if we change the equation and be very clear from where the inner world is getting created, from where the outer world is getting created, then from that moment itself, when I have that realization, the awareness, and then I start living my life through that equation, your outer world will start coming in your control. And that will only happen because the equation is right. Just take a moment to focus your attention here, where thousands of thoughts are getting created throughout the day. And just ask yourself, where does every thought influence? Does my thought just stay inside my head and it's just here? Or does it have any effect on my life outside? Very simple. Just create a thought. It's been a beautiful day today. One thought. Opposite. The day was a mess today. Everything was going wrong. Options, two types of thoughts. Just one thought out of the thousands of thoughts we create in a day. Now, that 1 second in which I create this thought, it's been a beautiful day today. That thought creates a feeling. I feel nice because it's been a beautiful day today. But if I say everything went wrong today, it was terrible today, I feel not nice. I don't feel nice when I create that thought. So the first effect of my every thought is on how I feel. Often we're not aware of our thoughts. We're aware of our feelings. So we say, I'm feeling very good today. I'm feeling low today. I'm feeling upset today. I'm feeling depressed today. We talk in the vocabulary of feelings. We don't talk in the vocabulary of thoughts. But whenever I'm not feeling nice today, the reason is because I was not thinking right today. Because my thought is creating my feeling. So that's the first impact of my every thought. Second, when I create a thought, it was a beautiful day today. That thought is an energy, it's a vibration. And the closest to that vibration is my body. And so that vibration, it's been a beautiful day today, radiates to my body. Medical science says our every thought radiates to every cell of the body. Doctors say most diseases are psychosomatic. Psychosomatic, starting from the psyche. Most diseases are lifestyle diseases. Lifestyle is not just about my diet or my exercise or my sleeping patterns. Life. Where is the life? Life is here. When this life leaves, this is a dead body. This is life. And so lifestyle, the way I think, the way I speak, the way I behave, the way I work, the way I live, that is lifestyle. That is lifestyle. So if someone goes to a doctor and says, but I'm a strict vegetarian, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I exercise every day, I've never been ill all my life, how is it that I suddenly have got this chronic, terminal illness? And the doctor will say, maybe stress, maybe something that you have been holding on to for very long. So lifestyle is here. So every thought I create And keep this very, very important today. Every thought I'm creating is radiating to every cell of my body, and over a period of time is creating the health of my body. So we work very hard on being physically fit because we work very hard on the outer world. A lot of effort, a lot of time and energy to be physically fit. But if I'm not creating the right thoughts, let me do everything perfect outside, eat the perfect diet, sleep at the perfect time, go to the gym every day. But yet, if I'm not creating the right thoughts throughout the day, the body will keep showing something on and off. Because the health of the body is not just created from what I'm doing here, it's also created from what I'm thinking here. So the second impact of my every thought is the health of my body. Third, every thought that I create about someone, it radiates to them. Before I pick up the phone, type a message, and it reaches them and they read it, the thought that I have created has already reached them. Vibrations. We all say today in our vocabulary, I don't like the vibes of that person, but I'm getting very good vibes from this person. So we feel vibrations of people, right? So if I can feel vibrations of people, people also catch my vibrations. They don't just feel an overall vibrational energy, but they actually catch our thoughts. Telepathy that we experience once in a while doesn't actually happen once in a while. It's happening always. It's just that we are not aware that I caught this thought, but that thought is always reaching me. And so if you look at your relationships, we work very hard on our relationships. We try and be absolutely perfect in our words. We say, I don't want to say anything which will hurt them. So we are perfect in our words. We are super perfect in our behaviors. We do so much for people, whether at home, whether at work. And yet, one slight word, and there is a misunderstanding. There is a lack of trust. There is an argument. And we just sit back and we say, I do so much for them. All my life, I've been working hard for them. Why is this relationship not strong, stable, the way I want it to be? Because relationships don't get created by what we do. Relationships get created by who we are. If in my mind, I have a judgmental thinking about someone, critical thinking, why are they doing this? Why are they not doing that? Why do they keep doing this? Or they're not meeting my expectations, or I'm hurt because of their behavior. But I'm not saying anything in my words. I said, oh, I adjust, I tolerate. I didn't say a single word. I may not have said a single word, but I may have created thousands of thoughts for them. And those thousands of thoughts are reaching them. And that's what's making the relationship very fragile. Whether it's thoughts of hurt, even if it's thoughts of worry. Worrying for someone is an energy depleter. It's an energy depleter because I'm radiating these negative thoughts for them. What if this happens to you? What if that happens to you? What if this goes wrong? What is your future? Depleting thoughts. But we said, oh, they are my children. Obviously, I will worry for them. No. Obviously is I will care for them. And care means energize them, not deplete them with your worry and fearful thoughts. So my relationships get created from here. Work, who's doing all my work? It's here. So my profession gets created here. I work very hard on doing things right outside. And yet sometimes I do not get the success, which I believe I deserve, for which I have been very sincere and hardworking. Probably some of my thoughts were not right. Probably I was creating thoughts of doubt in myself, insecurity, comparison with others, jealousy, competition, wanting to be ahead of others. These are energy depleters. They do not allow me to put my best here into what I'm doing. So my work gets affected by who I am, not just by what I do. And then the world of nature, climate, plants, animals, birds. Just look into your world, that is your home. If you have plants in your garden, experiment for 1 month or 15 days. Take 2 plants, same plant, but 2 of the same kind, and water both of them at the same time every day. But one plant you water with love, you water with care, you talk to the plant while watering it, and the other plant you water out of duty. You water because it has to be watered. And you sometimes even get irritated while watering that I have so much to handle, and even this I have to do. Nobody's sharing the work with me. And yet you water. So both the plants will get the same water, the same sunlight, everything of the outer world, and check the growth of the 2 plants. And you already know the answer, which means my thoughts, my vibrations influence plants. Influence plants. If you have pets at home, same breed in 2 different houses will behave differently depending on the emotions and vibrations of that family. So, which means animals also get affected by my vibrations. Environment. Today we are concerned about the climate. It is an issue of concern. And yet, we are only working hard outside. So how do I restore the health of the planet? How do I protect and preserve the resources of the planet? Working very hard outside, and yet the clock is ticking. Yet scientists keep telling us we don't have time left. Where are we going wrong? Because we're trying to work hard only outside. It's here. Our every thought of stress, anxiety, worry, jealousy, criticism, comparison, it's radiating onto the planet. Our thoughts don't remain here. They are outside. They're in the air. They are a part of the collective consciousness of the planet. Like the vibration of my house is created by the people living in that house. Similarly, the vibration of the planet is created by the state of the mind of the people on the planet. So what would we have done to the vibration of the planet in the last 2 years? With millions of us saying fear and anxiety is normal. What would have happened to the collective energy of the planet? What would have happened to the global vibrational frequency of the planet? My mind is not here. My mind is a part of the mind of the planet. So visualize the mind of the planet. In the last 2 years, the mind of the planet needed healing energy. Healing energy. Healing not in just what I'm doing. In doing, we were all healing. But in being, we were all depleting. We were depleting the energy of the planet. And so, COVID is now more or less a settled issue, but fear and anxiety is on the rise. Anxiety, panic attacks are on the rise, even in homes where there's no COVID, no loss of job, no relationship issue. Fear and anxiety is on the rise. Why? Because it's in the air. It's in the air. We are catching that vibration from the air because the world radiated it. So the environment, if I want to protect the planet, if I want to protect the environment, it starts from here. Unless I am contented here, I will not stop exploiting the resources of the planet because my conditioning of dependency says, I will be happy when I buy this. I'm bored because I haven't bought the new version for the last couple of months. So if I look at all that I own in terms of objects, in terms of clothes, in terms of my bags, in terms of my shoes, is it all that is necessary? Or a lot of it is only so that I feel good? A lot of it is only to feel good, not because it was a necessity. If I buy my clothes only for necessity, I need a very small wardrobe. I actually wouldn't even need a wardrobe if I was buying only out of necessity. But if I'm buying so that I feel happy, if I'm buying so that I earn people's appreciation, any size of wardrobe is not enough. Any size of wardrobe is not enough. And that's why we keep saying, oh, I don't have enough place in my wardrobe. Why do I not have enough place? Because I'm buying for happiness, not buying for necessity. Not buying for necessity. So unless I start buying and using resources for necessity, I cannot protect this planet. I will keep on abusing the resources. I will keep on doing it. So unless I take care of myself, I cannot protect the resources of the planet. So this outer world, my mental health, my physical health, my professional health, my relationships, social health, my environmental health is all getting created here. So the equation is not that the inner world is dependent on the outer world. The equation is that the outer world is dependent on the inner world. Fundamental equation gone wrong. Fundamental equation gone wrong. And so a lot of things outside not going my way. So from today, like a little child who is taught to create the right equations, because if they don't write the first equation right, they may take a lot of supplements in their exam, will still not pass. Will still not pass because my first equation was not right. So all that we do is learn the equations, right? And once we have the equations right, let there be any problem in the examination, I'll do very well because I know my equations right. Same with life. Let's just keep the equations right. All problems of life will be resolved. But if my equation is not right, try however hard, I won't be able to resolve my issues. And if I don't resolve my issues, my emotional and mental health is getting affected. So first equation today, the inner world of thoughts, feelings, intentions, memories creates my outer world. First equation, which is very important. Second equation, who is creating this inner world? Who is the creator of my thoughts and feelings? Obviously, I. But I lived my life thinking my thoughts are getting created because of what happened outside. And so I say, they hurt me. They upset me. They insulted me. They disrespected me. They are irritating. So what am I saying again? That the thoughts are getting created here, but they're getting created because of what happened outside. Second equation gone wrong. People will do what they believe is right. People will behave through their sanskars and personality, through the quality of their inner world. Situations will not always be my way. But every thought I create is my first response to the situation. I am the creator of that thought. The situation does not create my thought. So again, going back to the two thoughts, it was a beautiful day today, or everything was wrong today, does not depend on how things went outside. It all depends on how I responded to what was happening outside. So it's not dependent on the situation. I am the creator of my thought. Take 10 seconds. Reflect on the last time you created anger. Very easy to see. Visualize that scene. What happened exactly? What was the situation? How did the other person behave? And then look at yourself. How did I react? Now, keeping the situation the same, if this same situation has to come again tomorrow, nothing will change in this situation. No change in the person's behavior. Spotlight on yourself, focus here. If this same scene comes again tomorrow, do I have an option of responding another way? And see yourself responding another way. And we all can see ourselves responding another way. And we're going to say, yeah, I could have been more peaceful. I could have been more respectful in what I said. I should have been empathetic. I could be compassionate, or even simple. I could have kept quiet for a few minutes. Everything would have settled down. We all know this, and we all feel this after our reactions. We have an element of regret or guilt. But why did I react that day? Because that day I believed that they are the cause of my thoughts, and I said they were not right. So obviously I will create anger. From today onwards, the equation changes. I am the creator of my every thought, feeling, word, and behavior. I am the creator of my response. Situation is just a stimulus. Situation doesn't create a response. The other person can say what they believe is right. It may not be right for me. I may not like what they are saying, but they do not have the power to get into my mind and create hurt for me. So they cannot hurt me. They can stand there and say what they believe is right. But they cannot hurt me because hurt gets created here. But what I think in response to what they have said decides the hurt that I create, how much hurt I create, and most important, for how long I hold on to that hurt. When do I release that hurt? Or do I feel I cannot release that hurt? I cannot forgive. I cannot forget. All that power is mine. So, what is their power and what is my power? Their power to behave the way they want. That's their power. Can I change them? Not really. If I try to do it outwardly, I can only keep on requesting, don't do it like this. Don't be like this to me. Don't speak like this to me. Don't work like this with me. I can only keep on requesting. People will listen to it and often continue being the way they want to be because they believe they are right. Some of them believe that they are not right, but they say, I'm not able to change. And I can live my life blaming them to be the cause of my hurt, my pain, and a lot of emotional baggage that I have created here, which does not remain here. It creates emotional blockages in my body. It creates energy blockages in my energy body, and that manifests into a blockage in my physical body. So aches, pains, blockages, tumors, clots, these are result of blockage of energy. But why did that energy get blocked in my body? Because there was emotional energy blockage here. And I thought they were the cause of my hurt and pain. I create the hurt. I choose for how long I want to hold on to it. And I choose the day I want to release it. There's a sister who came to the center a couple of years back. She had gone through abuse as a child when she was 5 years old. She blamed her parents for it because as a child, she felt they had not protected her. As a child, how we would perceive the situation. She held on to that pain, guilt, resentment for very long. She did not get into a relationship. She did not get married. She did not have the best of relationship with her parents. And most important, she was not able to trust people because she felt people had betrayed her. What had happened was obviously very, very incorrect. We know that. But you know what happened? When she came to the center, she started meditating. She was aware of her thoughts and feelings. She stopped thinking about them and started looking at herself. And one day, she just came out of the meditation room and she said, "Do you know what? That person abused me 30 years back and actually did not abuse me, abused my body 30 years back." I said, "Yes, I know. What happened was not right at all." She said, "But you know what? I abused myself for 30 years. I said, "Why are you saying like this? Don't hold yourself responsible for what happened." She said, "No, I know what happened was very wrong." But she said, "Look at the pain that I have created for 30 years. Look at the hatred that I have held on to for 30 years. Look at the feeling of betrayal that I have created for 30 years. She said, that was not created by that person. He had power only over the body. I had power over my mind. I could have healed myself. I could have released that hatred that I was holding on to. I could have created beautiful relationships with my parents. I could have created beautiful relationships with people around me." She said, "I lost 30 years because I did not realize that I am creating this hurt. I blamed everybody else for what had happened with me, but I did not take personal responsibility to heal myself." Now, this is power. And that one realization which she created changed her life completely. And she's not the only one. Many of us have done that. Many of us have forgiven people and released that hurt. We're really not able to actually forgive people because what someone has done, their karma walks with them. Their karma walks with them, and karma creates destiny. But when I say I forgive them, it only means I am forgiving myself by releasing what I was holding on to. I cannot forgive people. I cannot, because forgiving means their karma doesn't do anything with them. That's not possible. That's not possible. Once I or someone else have created a karma, destiny is written that day itself. And that's why when something happens in our life, we say everything is predestined. Predestined by who? Predestined by us. When? The day we created the karma. So every karma is an energy that I create, and energy always returns. So every karma has a consequence. So when we say, I cannot forgive them, please remember, we're not really forgiving anybody. We have to forgive ourselves. Because when we hold on to that hatred, when we hold on to that resentment, we are causing harm to our own mind, to our own body, and to the rest of our beautiful relationships, because that hurt, that hatred, that resentment is a part of our aura. It's a part of our energy field. Many of us today go for energy healing. We go for aura cleansing. We ask other people to heal us. Yes, we can take help. But again, it's my aura. How many times can I go to others to tell them to clean my aura? It's my aura. I have to keep it clean. the way I keep my body cleaned. The way I keep my body clean, I have to clean my body on a daily basis, right? I have to do it for myself. Similarly, I have to keep my aura clean. And for that, I need to keep this clean. So today, take a second. It doesn't take more than that. Just reflect on anything that I have been holding on to from the past. Past could be this morning, and past could be 20 years back. Many of us hold on to things that happened when we were kids, whether it was with a sibling, whether it was with parents, and of course, sometimes with a stranger. It's been a long time, and I held on to it. Release, forgive yourself, and most important, write a destiny of happiness and health for yourself, because I am the creator of my every thought and feeling. For the next few days, just create a thought every morning. I love myself. I'm a powerful soul. God loves me unconditionally. God accepts me unconditionally. Whatever happened is the past. Past is past. It's over. Full stop. I release. I release. I let go. I forgive. I forget. Just keep saying this. Even if you're not feeling it, doesn't matter. Just keep saying it, which means just keep creating that thought. Earlier, what was the thought I had created? They hurt me. They are the cause of my pain. I can never forgive them. I can never forget what happened. These were 4 thoughts. These are 4 thoughts. And now I'm creating 4 different thoughts. I am a powerful soul. Past is past, it's over. I release, I forgive, I forget. I forget. 4 thoughts and 4 thoughts. They're only thoughts. They're only thoughts. It's nothing else. It's not dependent on what happened outside. It depends on what thought I created about what happened outside. So even if I created these 4 thoughts and I've held on to them for very long, it's like a coding that's happened here. It's like a pattern in the mind, then a pattern in the brain, a groove in my way of thinking. But any pattern can be changed. And so it requires just 4 different thoughts. So every morning and every night before going to sleep, say these 4 thoughts. Just say it initially without even feeling it. Gradually, as those thoughts start getting recorded here, you will start feeling it. And then within a few days, what you think will become your reality. And you will not feel that discomfort, that pain. It's not that I forget what happened. I don't forget the incident. We don't forget most of the things that happened in our life. But I forgive, I forget means the pain is no more there. The wound is healed. The wound is healed. You know, like wounds of the body. When we were kids, we fell down, we injured ourselves learning the bicycle for the first time, and there were wounds on the body. There were scratches. Most of them we've forgotten because the wound is not visible. But one specific wound is still visible. That scratch is still visible. That wound we never forget because we can see that scratch. So most important is just forgive. Forgetting happened on its own. Forgetting means that pain is no more there. So if the pain is no more there, I don't remember the person. I don't remember the situation. I just have to release. So thoughts create my world, whether my inner world or my outer world. And thoughts are the easiest thing to change. The easiest thing to change. And when I start living my life out of this equation, I am the creator of my thought and feeling. Your response to situations will change, whether it is this bigger situation of the past or whether it is day-to-day situations. Day-to-day situations, I am the creator of my thought. Respond accordingly. Even if you have reacted, never mind. Don't endorse your reaction. Don't blame the other person for your reaction. Take personal responsibility. I created this reaction. I change. Even if it's in the mind, because the reaction has already come out in the behavior. Never mind. I change. I change. So again, sit back and see yourself responding another way to that situation, which is past. But it means that the next time there is something similar that happens, I will respond another way because I'm coding it here. So it's like learning a language. All of us know at least 2 or 3 languages. And most of us learned those languages in the first 3 to 4 years of our life, which means a child who still does not know much about the world is able to learn a complete language, a complete vocabulary. If we could do that at the age of 3 and 4, let's learn a new vocabulary today. And that language is a language of right thinking. That language is a language of high vibrational thoughts. That language is a language of purity, of love, of compassion, of faith, of forgiveness, of respect, of dignity, is a language. That is the language my mind will speak. I only need to start learning that language. And it doesn't take long to learn a language. And once you learn that language, let any situation come in your life and you will say, okay, this is fine. This is perfect. I'm sure there's something good in this. I'm sure there's benefit in this scene that has come. Same situations, but my response will change because I've changed my language. And so the thought that I will create in response to the stimulus of the situation will be a different language. Will be a different language. And that language is called spirituality. Spirituality is a language, the language of the way I think. And the way I think creates my world, my inner world and my outer world. So I need to learn a spiritual language. How do I learn this language? How do my thoughts get created? The most powerful impact on my thoughts is the content I consume. What I watch, what I read, what I listen is the source of my thoughts. It's the source of my thoughts. It's an emotional diet. Last decade or 2 decades, we have been consuming a lot of content. We just absorb content like a blotting paper, like a sponge. Every message on my phone, every new movie released, every new series on the OTT platforms, every new song that's out in the market. I just absorb, and of course, every update of the world news. I absorb like a sponge, like a blotting paper. And I thought it was normal to absorb everything that's coming on my phone or my TV, and of course, the internet, which connects me to the world. All designed for our comfort, all designed to make our life very, very comfortable. And our life did become comfortable outside. But because we did not use it the right way, life inside started getting affected. And when life inside started getting affected, life outside was not comfortable anymore. Even though technology made our life comfortable, we were not comfortable because we were not comfortable inside. Restrict content consumption. Remember, this is our third equation. What I watch, what I read, what I listen is who I become, and who I become is what my world becomes outside. Outside. So if I am consuming content which has ego, lust, greed, jealousy, worry, fear, stress, comparison, are social media handles full of comparison, created a way of thinking which said, if people approve of me, then I'm a good person. And so when I post something, I'm actually checking for public approval. And if public doesn't approve of what I've posted, I start changing what I post, which means I start changing myself only so that people approve of me. So I become like this. Please say I'm nice. Please like me. Please approve of me. We had this personality trait even earlier, but it was restricted to only a few people around us, that please approve of me, please appreciate me. Your appreciation makes me feel good. But with social media handles, it went to a global level. We want strangers to approve of us. We want unknown people to like us. So this is the sanskar, the personality trait that started getting created. So be very, very careful. Shift content consumption. Entertainment is becoming toxic. It's becoming toxic because if I consume all these emotions through any platform, then nothing can stop me from becoming that. And so we are saying, why am I experiencing stress? Why is depression increasing? Why is there anxiety? Well, that's the content I'm consuming. That's the content I'm consuming. So what I consume is who I become. Who I become is what my world becomes. Simple process plant. Now, what does spirituality do? What does the Brahma Kumaris Raj Yoga Meditation Center do? The first step, we go to the center, and the first thing, we start learning. Who am I? Who is the divine power? How do I get connected? Is the first thing I start learning. I'm a peaceful soul. I'm a pure soul. Very different vocabulary. Very different vocabulary for me when I walked in the first time. I was not even able to say it initially. I'm a peaceful soul. I'm a pure soul. I said, how can I say I'm not? And then I was taught, say it, think it, and you will start becoming it, because thoughts are what create you. So create the right thoughts, because it's from there that your personality is getting created. So then starts a completely different vocabulary. Everyday spiritual study is a vocabulary of divinity, purity, faith, compassion, harmony, empathy, self-respect, cooperation, not competition, cooperation, caring, sharing, kindness. These are not just words. Acceptance, not expectations. These are not just words. They start becoming my consciousness. Why? Because I was only consuming that content. Nothing else to do. Just consume that content, and not throughout the day. Just 20-30 minutes in the morning. That's all. That's all. Just begin my day with that. And within a few days, couple of months, I start seeing a change in myself, because I changed my content. I changed my content. When I change my content, my thoughts change, When my thoughts change, my world changes. So content is equal to personality, is equal to destiny, is equal to the state of the world. Change your content, your world will start changing. So what happens when we come to the Raj Yoga Meditation Center is first my content changes. So there are two things that we learn at the meditation center. One is spiritual study and second is meditation. Second is meditation. So what is meditation? Just sitting with yourself for a few minutes daily, teaching yourself that new language, repeating those thoughts and creating a different coding here is meditation. Connecting to God, the divine power, energizing myself with that power of divinity and unconditional love and acceptance. That is meditation. So meditation changes who I am here and therefore changes the health of my body, the quality of my relationships, the quality of my work, the vibration of my home, the vibration of my office. Everything changes just because I start changing here. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's just another language. And please remember, we learned languages when we were kids. So it's only going to be easier right now. All that I need to do is take out a few minutes on a daily basis. On a daily basis. And it doesn't take very long to learn this new language. So every morning, start with spiritual study. Every night before going to sleep, 10 minutes. Last layer of content that goes here should be spiritual content, high vibrational divine content. Begin and end your day with high vibrational content. And during the day, restrict consumption of low vibrational content. Remind yourself, this is not entertainment. This is not time pass. This is my destiny. This is my personality. So don't scroll mindlessly. Be mindful of what you are scrolling. Be mindful of what you are surfing. We are becoming. And not just we are becoming. Our world is becoming that. So just a few minutes in the morning, few minutes in the night, based on the new vocabulary, write a few affirmations for yourself. I'm a powerful soul. I am happy always. I am calm and stable always. I release the past. I forgive. I forget. I accept people as they are. People accept me. My relationships are in harmony. My body is perfect healthy. God is my constant companion. God's power and blessings becoming my power. And God's power is a divine circle of protection around me. Just write a few affirmations for yourself. Affirmations means a vocabulary that I will repeat on a daily basis and make it my reality. Thoughts manifest. They become my reality. So begin your morning and end your day with those selected high vibrational affirmations. Within a few months, those high vibrational affirmations will not remain as 10 thoughts. They will start becoming your vocabulary. And then another few months, your entire vocabulary will be high vibrational affirmations. Your entire vocabulary will change. And when words change, our world changes. It's the word which is very important. The word my mind is creating, the word I am speaking. That words create my world. And also experiment. It's just an experiment. Experiment with a plant-based diet. Food and water is not just nutrition for the body, it's vibrations. It is vibrations. So high vibrational diet, not just high nutritional diet, high vibrational diet, plant-based diet, animal-based diet, has vibrations of pain, has vibrations of helplessness, hurt, hatred, violence, and death. Lowest vibrations possible. High nutrition, but low vibration. Vibration of violence, pain, helplessness, and everything that happens in a slaughterhouse. All that we need to do is watch one video of a slaughterhouse, and we will know what we are consuming in the name of a healthy diet. So experiment for 3 months with a plant-based diet. You will start feeling differently in the inner world and also in the body. Feel very light, very light. Animal-based diet is not just low vibrational diet, but it is an extremely difficult to digest diet for the body. And anything which is difficult to digest over a period of time accumulates as toxins in the body, manifests as a disease. Food should always be light, easy to digest. Easy to digest. Easy to digest food and high vibrational food will keep your mind and your body healthy. So spirituality is actually a lifestyle. It's not really about few minutes. It starts becoming my lifestyle. The way I think, speak, behave, live, work. It doesn't mean I sit back doing nothing. We're all working very hard. We have all professions coming to the Raj Yoga Meditation Center. We have parents to young kids coming to the center. They are working hard throughout the day for their family and at their workplace, but they are investing a few minutes daily for self-care, for soul strengthening, because they've understood that their world is getting created from here. So let's take a few minutes of silence. I know we said we would do questions, but you know what? Nobody else can answer the questions of your life. It's your life. It's your issues. And you are going to create the response to the issue. Even if someone else has to say, okay, do this, do that, forgive them, or someone else might advise you, never forgive them, it's not right, they'll take you for granted. It's only an advice that you're getting from other people. And that advice will be based on their personality. But the best advice, and that advice you already know, is the advice that your consciousness gives you. The intuition, the tutor inside. So let's meditate for a few minutes, and then let's start this journey of spiritual applications and meditation. All issues will get resolved. Issues don't get resolved with answers. Issues get resolved with self-change, with soul strengthening. So let's sit back, sit straight, and focus your attention again to the center of the forehead. And visualize yourself here, a tiny point of light, a little star. It's the energy center. I, the energy. I, the creator of every thought, feeling, intention. I, the master of my mind, the master of my life. I am a powerful soul. Independent, untouched by vibrations of what's happening around me. I influence the situation with the power and stability of my mind. I influence and empower people with my unconditional acceptance and compassion. I influence and protect the planet with my contentment. I am pure, powerful soul. Child of the Supreme Father, God, the ocean of love and purity. I'm God's child. And so I'm just like God. A pure soul, a loveful soul, child of the ocean of peace. I'm a peaceful soul. Child of the ocean of powers. I am a powerful soul. Every situation, every interaction, I respond through my personality of purity, peace, and power. It's my personality. It's my nature. It's who I am. I am the creator of my world. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. A humble request to each one of you here today. It's lovely when we come like this together. It's not just for our own benefit and sharing, but coming together creates a vibration which radiates as healing energy onto the planet. But let not this be the end of the program. Let this be the beginning, a beginning of a new lifestyle. So wherever you are based, in whichever part of the world, there will be a Raj Yoga meditation center very close to you. And I think most of you are from Sacramento, from any other part of California. Please connect to your center. The addresses and numbers are all available on the website. learn and experiment with the Raj Yoga meditation. And nowadays we're going through times where the meditation is also taught to us online if we can't come to the center. Take that one decision today to only experiment and experience a new way of being, becoming, and then living. And when we start doing this, we're not just going to heal ourselves, we're also going to become healers for the world. The world is going through a transformation, and each one of us has this responsibility to transform ourselves to be able to create the paradigm shift the world needs, to create that beautiful, united, peaceful, happy world. I only need to create a happy, peaceful, powerful me. And meditation makes it really, really simple. Thank you so much for everything. Om Shanti. Shukriya.
Thank you, sister. Thank you so much. And I was kind of debating while I was listening to you that whether I should have been an organizer of this or I should have just been participating, because as an organizer, we have to take care of other things as well. So, but glad we have a recording available on YouTube, so I'll watch again and again and again. At the end of this, we had plans to ask some questions, and we asked audiences to ask questions in the chat. But what I heard that I think whatever you said, everything had answer to the questions we wanted to ask. So there is no question, as I heard Sister Vaishali just said. I have a question though, and it has been in my mind since we started this conversation. When are you coming to Sacramento?
Thank you so much. Lovely question. And I'm sure it'll get a beautiful answer very soon. But an answer which I don't know right now, but drama unfolds in very beautiful ways. And so it shall happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we have one guest today. She's the city council member for the city of Elk Grove, and she can share what her experience was today. She's Shivani Nguyen, and let me do a quick introduction. And the very first line which I saw in her introduction was, pretty impressive and inspiring. She's the daughter of a Vietnamese refugee who came to US by a boat. She also happens to be an executive director for last 15 plus years of Asian Resource Inc. or ASI. She also served as a vice mayor of city of Elk Grove, and she was a vice mayor, but before that she was elected to the Elk Grove City Council as a first Asian American woman in 2017 when she was selected. So without any further ado, let me give it over to Shivani.
Thank you so much. Sister, wow, I listened to your voice, I closed my eyes and it just blocked out everything. And I have to tell you, I've got 2 little kids running and screaming, but I couldn't hear anything but your voice the entire time. And I took notes as much as I can because everything you said related to everything in my life. And so I'm glad this is recorded because as was said before, I'm going to go back and watch it over and over again. And the one thing that you said that resonated with me over and over again, and I never thought about it, was that your inner world is dependent on your outer world. And you just have to change your content. and your thoughts. And those are things that we are in control of. And while you said that, it's so true. I never thought about any of it. And so I want to thank you so much for being here. Just so you know, we maxed out at capacity tonight and had to tell folks to go to YouTube because there was just no more room. That's how important you are, how loved you are, how needed you are here in our community. And so I want to thank you for spending time with us. And as was asked earlier, I was going to say the same thing is, when can we get you here to Sacramento? Because we would love to host you. And I think it would absolutely be a sold out event when we have you here in Sacramento. Thank you to BK Sacramento chapter and Indian Association of Sacramento for having this, for giving us this opportunity. And thank you again for sharing your wisdom, your words. Just everything tonight was spectacular. I truly enjoyed it. And I know now why you're such a huge celebrity in the community. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Tiffany. Thank you so much. So, as seen on TV ads, there's more coming. So we have a song from Sister Elizabeth Padilla. She's a program manager of Anubhuti, a spiritual educator since 1985. And she has been doing a lot of work in the interfaith. And she also trained as a facilitator in self-development. And she has tons of dreams, which she is fulfilling through reaching the heart and the spirit through her songs and work. So let's hear from Sister Elizabeth. We have a song recorded by her. So would request Ravi Bhai to please play that.
Om Shanti. Greetings of peace and divine love to everyone, and especially to the Indian Association of Sacramento and our dear sister Shivani. I'm honored to sing a song of blessings for all of you. Om Shanti. May I always live a life of peace. May the words Om Shanti ring out for our unity to increase. May every word I speak be strong and true. I will always see the face of God in the face of you. This is the beginning, not the end, of blessings upon blessings, my friends. Of blessings upon blessings, my friends. May I always love, radiate God's beauty below, inside, above. I will open up my heart each day anew for the love of family, love of life, and the love of all of you. This is the beginning, not the end, of blessings upon blessings, my friends. Of blessings upon blessings, my friends. And you are committed to service.
You can change the world through your two hands, with your heart and soul. Yes, you understand. May we always shine our inner light with the colors of the rainbow rising up to brilliant white. And no matter where our choices lead us to, there will always be a place inside our hearts for you. This is the beginning, not the end, of blessings upon blessings, my friends. Of blessings upon blessings, my friends. And now we are committed to service. We can change the world through our two hands, with our heart and soul. Yes, we understand. When I think of mountains caressed by oceans blue, I will see the sacred island as a part of me and you. And like the stars that warm the darkest night, we will always fill our world with our love, our life, our light. This is the beginning, not the end, of blessings upon blessings, my friends. Of blessings upon blessings, blessings upon blessings, blessings upon blessings, my friends.
Over to you, Jignesh Bhai.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Sister Shivani, for that words of wisdom. Now I know it's not only art, science, but it's now mathematical equations. So thank you for sharing those three key equations. I think we all will practice in our life and gain that inner stability that we all need. So thank you again. I'd like to invite President of Indian Association of Sacramento, Sister Vannaji. And she has been playing a key role in Greater Sacramento area to bring communities together. She herself is an IT professional for state of California. And I was talking with her, and one of her sons serves the Navy. So thank you for being great mother and her son's service to our Navy. With that, Vannaji.
Vannaji, you are on mute. Can you unmute yourself, please?
I just did. I'm listening her and I'm in so many wow moments. Thank you so much accepting our invite and spend time with us. Share your thoughts. I know I get a chance to meet you last time when you were in Sacramento area. I'm still processing all the information, and of course I'm gonna go back and listen the recording again and again too, and can't wait to see you again in Sacramento. Thank you so much for changing millions' lives. You speak with the very simple words, with very meaningful techniques. It's so amazing. Like I can listen you hours and hours. Not taking so much time. So again, thank you so much for accepting our invite and spend time with us here We are extremely grateful. Thank you. And then I'm gonna thank you, Stephanie, who joined us with such a short notice and share her thoughts with us. After that, I'll thanks Shalini Madra, who's the owner of the Light of Dance Academy, and her students to present such a beautiful dance today. And thank you to all the West Coast Brahma Kumari Center coordinators. Especially, I want to thank Hansaben. She's the one who talked to me and come up with this, and I was very happy to work with her. So she's the main who come up with this. And then I want to thank the Sister Hema and Sister Elizabeth from the Anubhuti Retreat Center, Brother Vinod, founder of Sacramento Brahma Kumaris, now based in India, Sister Vaishali and Jignesh Bhai from San Francisco for being in organizing team. They worked really hard for this event. Brother Ravi, Brother Hemal, and Brother Mukesh from India, our main technical team. So thank you so much. I would also like to thank few people from Indian Association of Sacramento, our Board of Trustees, Bhaskar Vempati, Bhavin Parekh, and Shivesh Sena, who's the Board of Trustee and the lead and the host of today's event. Thank you so much. And also I want to thank IS Charity and Food Leader, Venu Acharya ji. He always works in background, but he did a wonderful work. And our PR team lead, Venu Malesra ji. So thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Vannaji.
1 minute.
So,
Sister Chandru is here online. Sister Chandru, you want to wave the hands to Sister Shivani?
We can unmute.
Our
Didi
West Coast
also.
Director.
Yeah.
Hema Ben, and
If we could
please
unmute.
spotlight yourself. Gita Ben, Hema Ben, can you spotlight yourself?
But if we could unmute Chandru Didi, it would be nice.
I asked him to, yes, now he's
here. Yes. Om Shanti Didi. Again was mute.
Sukanya Ben, please unmute Didi. She can say Om Shanti to everyone.
Shivesh Bhai, it's from your end, please.
yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, the name is BK Chandru there.
Yeah. Everyone all together.
Yeah, please say again, Sister Chandru.
You want to say Om Shanti and thank you, Didi?
Om Shanti and thank you for everything. Yes, it is very important for all of us. Yeah.
Can we spotlight Hema Ben and Gita Ben, please? And you can, 1 minute, let me see it. Spotlight. Gita Ben, where are you? If you are there. Okay,
Thank you so much, Shivani Didi and the whole team for putting this wonderful program together and touching many lives. So thank you so much.
It became possible with everyone's cooperation. So it was almost the whole West Coast was cooperating. So we can we can say so many thanks to everyone. Million thanks to everyone.
I would also request Ravi Bhai to spotlight himself, because he has been the biggest silent hero we have. So Ravi Bhai, if you could show yourself.
And Gita Ben from Los Angeles, if you are there, please.
Thanks, Baba, thanks.
Also put Vinod Bhai possible.
Yes, Vinod Bhai, right.
Yeah, the problem is we have about 400 participants, so it's tough to search for them.
Yeah, Vinod Bhai, you have to turn on your video.
Vinod Bhai is with the name Raj Yogi Vinod Jain.
Yeah.
Right, yes, here is. Right. So it was really good. 490 people on Zoom and 490 people on YouTube. And I think 25 people on Facebook.
Yeah,
so,
Sister Claudia is there from Vancouver.
Yes, Sister Claudia is there from Vancouver. She's spotlighted already. I think maybe Gita Ben got something busy with, or right.
And we can also spotlight Shruti, who's been constantly translating it
Yes,
non-stop
Shruti, yes,
without a
yes,
break.
Shruti, yes,
Yes.
yes, Shruti.
Thank you, Shruti Ben.
Shruti Ben, now we can hear you, right? Can you say something? No, okay, okay. She must be on a different channel translating, right? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So as I learned
And
for
1 minute,
last 3 weeks.
Bhavin Bhai arranged Tiffany to join. So Bhavin Bhai and Bhaskar Bhai, Gopal Bhai and Venu Bhai from HSS. If you are there, you can spotlight yourself, but we are thankful to them also.
Okay, so as I learned for last 3 weeks, after every meeting, we do a moment of silence. So Sister Hansa, you want to lead that?
And today, Sister Shivani can lead us, and
Yeah,
we can
sure.
continue the session tonight.
Yeah.
I am a divine soul. Radiating purity and divinity to every soul on the planet. Visualize God's love and power radiating through you to every soul on the planet. Healing every mind, releasing every conflict, together we are creating a divine world, the world that the world is waiting for. Together we are creating a world of happiness, health, and harmony. Together we are creating heaven on earth, the divine world. Om Shanti.
There will be a session on 7 colors of healing by Dr. Manoj, same Zoom link on Tuesday evening, May 17th.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
You have a flyer on the screen.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Vinod Bhai, you can unmute yourself if you want.